me show you first where I did the sketch. So I'm starting to use the iPad Pro, and I'm using this different like drawing apps on the iPad, and I'm using the pencil. So I'm using this. This is the actual illustration, and that's not working. Okay, let me see if I can turn down the brightness of this, and probably that helps. There you go. That should help. And you can see the ring light there reflected. Anyway, you can see that thing there, and I did it all on the iPad, and it's amazing. It's changing my workflow a lot. It's helping me to just be able to illustrate something real quick, and then put it on the computer. I'm using two apps that I really love. Is one called they're from Adobe, and one is called Sketch. It's pretty much like a very lightweight Photoshop, where you just have like some brushes and just like you have the control of layers and erasing, but that's about it, and colors. That's about it. That's all you get. I believe we can understand you well. Okay, and also, and you can export it to Photoshop with all the layers, with all the blending modes, everything. So that's pretty cool. And also, it gives you like different. Let me see if I can close this. Come on, close. I think I need to actually plug it in. And the thing is that the brushes feel super natural. And I actually did a comic today. Let me see if I can show you the comic real quick. Yeah, I don't know. I put it on my Twitter account. If you go to Twitter, you will see this comic that I did on the iPad. So it has actually allowed me to do like different ideas, like comics and stuff, and just like share it really quickly. And this one is called Adobe. What is it called? It's called Adobe Sketch. And like I'm telling you, it's like a mini Photoshop. And then there's another one that's called Adobe Draw. And this one actually, everything that you draw it's turned into vector, which is freaking awesome because you can just like it feels really natural. It feels like if it was done on pixel, but it's all vector, and you can export it to Illustrator, and it keeps all your layers, all your vectors. There's no pixels, so you can zoom in as much as you want, or just make blow everything a little bit, and or as much as you want, and there are not going to be pixels because it's all vectors. So it's amazing. And let me see if I can if the pen is now working, and I can show you real quickly how. Okay, the pen is not working. I don't know why. But anyway, so let's actually get to Illustrator. Let me just change the screen here. So as you can see here, I have already put the sketch on my Illustrator file. And I also have some colors. Let me zoom in here so you can see the colors. And so these are the colors that I was given to work with. I was actually given only this blue. This blue is the primary color, but I made all of these shades of blue so I can probably do some shading on the illustration. And then all of these secondary colors to work with. And let me zoom back just a little bit, and I just put the sketch, and this is like the default colors that I have here on the swatches. I'm going to probably start by making my own swatches. Let me go see the comments if we have anything that is going on. It's okay. I believe we can understand you well. Okay, so I'll do my best to come back to the comments and just like if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them. But more than anything, I'll just focus on doing the illustration. So I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. I have no idea how I'm going to make this illustration. So if you have the time, just speak with me while I make all of these mistakes. And and also, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be making a lot of mistakes because I'm I'm so used to Sketch now that all the shortcuts and all the keyboard shortcuts I'm going to be trying to use the the Sketch ones. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is remove all the swatches. I don't need all of these colors. They're pretty colors, but I don't need them. So I'm just going to go and delete swatches. There you go. Just select them and say yes. And I only have the white color there. And I can start adding. I'm actually going to select these. And I'm pretty sure I can just like drag them here. that is not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. Usually just it would just allow me to, oh, there you go. Yeah. So I just created by selecting all of those swatches and then adding a folder. It created a new folder for me. And the cool thing about this is that it also made them global. So all of those colors, if I change them at any time, I will be able to just like change anywhere where I'm using that color. That's a great thing from Illustrator, which is kind of similar if you use Sketch, will be like graphic style, but here it's just limited to the color. So okay, so we have this, we have our sketch. The first thing that I want to do also is I'm going to remove the artboard. I'm going to press Command Shift H, and that way I have all the canvas turns into white, and I it just like feels better. Like I can start drawing on top of this, and I'm not limited to an artboard. So I have this. I'm going to change the opacity of my sketch. I'm going to go ahead and turn it 20%, around there, so I can start drawing on top of it, and it is not too solid. So, and then also I'm going to lock it. So I'm going to go to Object. I don't remember where you lock. So just like lock. There you go. Lock selection. Yes. There you go. So now it's locked. Now that it's locked, I can draw on top of it and without worrying about selecting the image and moving it. So it's always locked, my image. And okay, so okay, again, ask any questions if me you need me to go back and tell you something. So, as you can see, we have our little girl here, just like making a rainbow above her, and it's kind of coming from as a grayscale from the left, and then it's turning into colors coming from the mobile. And it's magic. So hopefully it we use magic to make it too. And I think the style that I'm going to use, I'm not going to use strokes. It's going to be all fills. It's going to be all like flat colors and probably some shading. So let's just start. Let's just start with the face. Let's just start with the actual. We can start with the glasses. Yes, let's just start with the glasses. And dun 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 dun. It looks like everything's okay. So I don't press V here because I'm not on sketch. So I press P as the pen and I start drawing. So I'm going to start drawing this just really quickly around there. Oh man, I missed Illustrator. I actually missed Illustrator. It feels so good. Just like I think obviously their vector tool is way better than Sketches. I will say that Sketch has its own thing. I'm going to change the colors here, and I'm going to press Escape, and I'm going to change the colors here so I can only see the stroke. And now I'm going to continue drawing. There you go, and I can actually see my sketch here. It's giving me those little guidelines. Sometimes I don't want those guidelines. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to go around here. I'm going to do the inside of my glasses. Around there should be good. There you go. And now I'm going to duplicate this guy. I'm going to put it over here. Probably just going to. I could probably. I keep pressing enter in the hopes of editing, but I forget that I am on. Oh, I press A. Forget. So there you go. So in Illustrator, when you want to edit the vector, you press A, and then you get the this tool where you can actually move all of your vectors. On Sketch, you usually just press Enter, and then you enter Edit mode. Okay, so I'm good. It looks like I didn't make this curve. So I'm going to press A, and I'm going to press Shift C, and that way I can start editing this curve, and I can do it just like that. This is something that I wish Sketch sometimes had, that when you go inside a group or an element, and then you're just editing that. Everything else gets grayed out. So that's pretty cool because that way, when you're vectoring on something, you're just focusing on making that specific layer uh, good. By the way, I'm horrible with my layering. I put everything in one layer like a madman, like a savage, and I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to cringe about that. But I am very sorry because I'm horrible with my layering. I don't have the time. I don't like the layering, how they do layering on, 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 on Illustrator. I wish it was more like Photoshop. The layering here, it's weird. Anyway, and I'm sorry. If you're here to learn, sorry, you're not here going to learn a lot. You're just going to see me ramble and complain about the things that Illustrator does. Anyway, okay, I'm happy with how this is looking. And I'm realizing that I just duplicate that I put this and it didn't duplicate it. I am an idiot. Okay, well, I'm going to draw this thing again. I'm going to draw it. This I was supposed to just duplicate it, but apparently I didn't duplicate it. I just moved it and then I started editing. Okay, so I'm going to edit this. I think I'm starting to get used to the controls from Illustrator again. We're pressing the A key, A and V. Okay, I think my glasses are there. They're looking good. I don't actually know. I'm not liking how this is looking. This is not looking great. It doesn't look like it's holding the same weight width across. So I'm going to zoom in here. There you go. There you go. It's looking better. Look at that. Oh my God. Okay, we have our glasses. I think they're looking good. They're asking me why do I wear a wig? Is because I want to, because I love it. And it's not a wig; it's my natural hair. Don't you know? Okay, so speaking of hair, let's actually draw the hair. So I'm going to show you a trick, a really cool trick about how to do fills, but also have these kind of strokes that go inside. So what I'm going to do is first draw the fill, or should I draw the stroke? Now I'm going to draw the fill. I'm going to go with P, and then I'm going to start drawing the fill. And I'm going to go here, and just like that. No, I'm going to zoom in so I can actually see what's going on. Oh man, I need to get used to this again. Okay, I'm just going to put the points and then I'm going to come back and edit it. Just going to put the points that I need just around here. This one I can actually make it a curve. I'm going to put this point just around there. I'm going to come back and edit later. And actually going to close it here and here. I'm going to do this in a different layer. So come over here. I'm going to edit this. I'm actually going to edit like this, disconnecting it from the other side. And I don't know what happened. There you go. There you go. Just like that. Perfect. And I'm going to press Shift C, and that way I get to actually edit this. And I'm going to zoom in so we can actually see. And usually when I make illustrations and I make sketches, they don't have to be my vector illustration doesn't have to be exactly like my sketch. I just like the sketch is more like a guideline, and then I just go ahead and change it a little bit on my actual vector because I was probably just playing around when I was just vectorizing it. There you go. It's starting to look good. I think this point could be a little bit closer, and I think this curve, let's actually make it just like that. Perfect. Look at that. All key, I believe. Hey, Sally, while you were big, when drawing with pen tool. Alt key, I believe, when drawing with pen tool. Okay, yes. Yes, the alt key, I think I duplicated it. Um, okay, cool. So let's do the face and the neck. That's going to be one single layer. So I'm just going to press P and dun 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 dun. And here's the thing: I could probably draw a circle, and that could be the face, or I could just draw it. I'm just going to draw it by hand. And but good practice is to actually draw it using simple shapes like primitives. Um, well, not primitive, sorry, just simple shapes like circles or squares. Use as many simple shapes as you can and then edit them. But here, since everything is so free, probably trying to get a circle to actually fit the face is going to be more time than actually just drawing it. So I prefer to draw it for this specific illustration. So we have there you go. I think I think we're good with the face. Obviously, this is going to be behind the hair, and this is going to be behind the hair here too. So I don't worry about it being like like having this vector like this. It's okay because it's going to be hidden. But this curve, we want it to be perfect. So actually, I want to make it a little bit bigger here. There you go. Okay, so now let's do the other parts of the hair. I'm going to go ahead and just press P, and I'm just going to start drawing this piece of this part of the hair. I'm going to go over here, just a circle here. I could have probably do like circles here, and the circles could have probably make the hair, but again, this is one of those times where I just decide to actually draw the thing, just around there. Could probably get rid of this node and just use it from here, but let's just do it like this. Actually, yeah. Okay, so you probably, whenever you're making an illustration, you want to get rid of unnecessary vectors, unnecessary nodes like this one. So this, instead of using this vector, I could probably just make the curve coming from here and from here. So instead of using this vector that is making this curve. So I'm going to actually delete this vector. God damn it. So hold on. It's different from Sketch. Yes, I just press the minus key, and that way I can delete a vector. And then just by pressing this, then I can see how it is going to be coming from only with two nodes. I can make the same curve just around there, and it's pretty much the same. Instead of having three vectors, I am only now using two vectors. And so good practice, again, just use as the least vectors possible, because later if you want to edit it, then you're, instead of editing only two vectors, you're editing three, and then it starts getting, you start becoming crazy. Okay, again, I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to keep this vector here and this vector here, but I'm going to remove this one. So I'm going to press minus and then Shift C, and then I can start editing this, and then I just go around here and around here. Perfect. 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 Remember that? That was from, I think that was, what do you call it? Street Fighter, right? Perfect. I'm not doing it right. Perfect. I used to play Street Fighter in arcades a long time ago, and then it moved to Super Nintendo, and it was amazing. Best years of my life. It all went downhill after that. Okay, let's do the other piece of hair. And let's see any comments. I mean, the microphone, not your vocal. Can you turn off the volume a little bit? So, okay. Can I watch this later? Ankit, I think this is going to be recorded. So yeah, you can leave me alone and watch it later. But don't talk to me anymore. Yeah, you can go. Uh, so yes, Bruce. I mean the microphone, not your vocal. So Bruce is asking me, can you turn off the volume? Let me see if I can turn it up. Nope, that's it. But I can just probably get it closer. Hopefully that helps. And Yeah, I have a new program to do the broadcasting, and it doesn't give me a lot of options. So this is as much as it goes. That's as yeah. I'm sorry. Turn off your volume. Come on, leave me alone. Okay, let's do the other piece of hair. So I'm going to go ahead, P, the vector tool, the pen tool, sorry. And then I'm going to follow the same logic here, just one point here, and then another point here, and this point, and then another point here, and then I close it. I close this guy over here, and then press Shift C, and then I can start editing here. And actually pressing Shift C, and I can just start doing this, like this. There you go. So this way, now I get my vectors that I can start editing, my Bezier nodes, whatever you want to call these. There you go. So I'm going to make this. Probably I can put this a little bit closer, over here. Let's move this guy over here. There you go. Look at this. Oh, no, no, no. I want this to be symmetric. So pressing shift will allow you to, when you're moving these nodes in 90 degrees, 45 degrees, and this is another best practice also in your nodes. You want to use symmetric Bezier, whatever handles, and also try to use as many 90 degrees or 45 degrees as you can. Over here is really, for example, here I could probably use 90 degrees here and 90 degrees over here, and also and this one is not going to be that perfect. It's not going to be like that, my friend. Then Shift C, and I can just do this. Look at that. I love it when I'm able to do that. I wish on Sketch I was able to do that, but I cannot. There you go. We have our hair, we have our face, we have our glasses. I'm realizing that on the sketch I actually didn't do this part of the actual glasses. We're gonna draw them in a second, and I'm gonna go back to the comments just to see. So not leaving you, I'm still here. Okay, I'm glad that you're still here, Ankit. Okay, cool. So let's move on to to the ice. Yes, the windows of the soul. Okay, let's move on over here. And the eyes are going to be strokes. So I'm just going to press P and then putting two nodes. And then just as before, with two nodes, I'm able to do this curve. Look at that. Look at that, my friends. Beautiful, right? Just two nodes, and then we get this. So yeah, try to reduce the number of nodes that you use. Here, P, I make the one eyelash. I'm going to do the same over here, P and bow, escape, and then P again, and bow. There you go. We have our eye ready to go. I'm going to group these four layers, four elements. I'm going to duplicate them over here, and then I can start editing them. And I can do this. I can just like uh, um, transform them so it's like that. Another way to do this is also going to transform here on your transform panel, and then going to the options, and then say flip horizontal. It's super hidden. I don't understand why is this so hidden. If you know how to get this to be a button that is always there, I wish it was always there. But no, Adobe Illustrator decided to put it inside a panel, inside the options of the panel, super hidden. Oh! Anyway, it's there. Flip horizontal, and then you get the flip horizontal. There you go, and now it's perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'm not going to do perfect anymore. There you go. We have our second eye. Let's do the nose. The nose could be a triangle, or we could just draw it. I think, again, it's going to be easier if I just draw it. Bow, bow, bow. We're done. That was easy, right? Okay, let's do the mouth. The mouth is going to be two nodes here. And then press Shift C, and I can just start moving around this. And I'm seeing comments, and hopefully someone telling me, Pablo, there's an easier way to flip horizontal. Nope. Is there any tip to create shade stints? I'm going to get into colors later. Okay. Right click, can also flip horizontal, right? Oh my God, really? Right click, transform. Where? What are you saying? Flip? Where? I don't see right click, flip horizontal. Transform again, rotate, reflect. Oh, reflect? Is that what you're saying? And then it gives me this. Oh my God, come on. Okay, okay, okay. That's good. Thank you for that. Who gave me this? Huang. Thank you so much, Huang. I'm still gonna do it the way I'm doing it. I still feel it's really hidden. Anyway, okay, moving on. Let's press P. Let's do this little detail of the mouth, whatever you call this. Let's press Shift C and just like do it a little bit like that. So it's two notes. There you go. No. There you go. No. What the hell? Stop doing that. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's what I did. Right click, reflect. Thank you. Ba- 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 ba. It's looking good, right? It's looking good. This part is going to be difficult, my friends. This part is going to be difficult. I actually don't know how I'm going to do it, but we'll figure it out later. So let's go back to the easy part, hands and arms. So I'm going to go ahead and just press P, and I'm going to draw the arm just over here, 2 points, and then I'm going to put over here another point, and then close it over here. I know it looks weird as hell, but then it's going to look good, guys. Look at that. Just pressing. I love pressing Shift C because it allows me to just like change a curve just like that. Just like that. This is looking good. And move it a little bit more. There you go. Look. I love this. I love it when it just works. Okay, let's press P again and do the hand. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And then, how am I going to do the hand? So, how can I reduce the number of nodes we use? I think for this, I'm going to use many nodes. So I'm going to use probably, yeah, no, I'm going to do it this way and this way. Let's see if I can actually do it. Yeah, let's see if I can actually do it this way. And over here like this. And let's see if over here I can do this. And then here. And let's see. That's the challenge for today, my friends. If I can do the hand with only those nodes. It's looking good, my friends. It's looking good. Look at that. And now let's make this actually symmetric. Oh my God. I said symmetric. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I know you didn't come here for me screaming. There you go. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I cannot talk. I'm so concentrated doing this. Look at this. Only with, like, I don't know how many nodes, but we're doing a hand with the minimum amount of nodes. There might be a way to even reduce some of these nodes, but I think I'm good with this amount. It's always I don't know, like a challenge. Like, can I do this with the minimum amount of nodes? There you go. Yeah, it's looking good. I mean, if I wanted to have that bending of the actual of the fingers, I could probably add more nodes, but I'm not going to do it. I'm happy with how it's looking because here her fingers don't bend that much. That's what's going on. It's not my poor ability, illustration abilities. No, it's not that. It's her fingers that are wrong. Okay, cool. So that's it. Let's see if we can actually duplicate this whole thing and edit it over here. No, not the whole, not just the nodes. Illustrator. I love it when it works in it. Okay, so flip it. Let's do it as you guys, as you said. Right click, transform, and then reflect. and then horizontal reflect. Let's preview it. No, not horizontal then. Vertical? I wasn't expecting that. Shouldn't it be horizontal like this? Anyway, okay, vertical. Oh my God. Look at this finger. It looks so weird on the right side. It looks so weird. Why? That's one of the tests when when you know if your illustration is good or bad. If it looks bad when it's flipped, that means that it was also bad on the left side. So let's actually, I'm going to try to fix it over here and then duplicate it over there. So that means that this should probably be a little bit more like this. I'm not, I don't think I'm fixing it. I think I'm just making it worse. Oh my God, this is her poor hands. Oh my God. There you go. There you go. It's it's uh it's modern art. That's what's going on. Okay, so yeah, that's it. I'm going to replace this hand with this hand, and I'm going to say transform, reflect, and then there you go. Yes. And let's put her over here. There you go. Looks good. And now let's actually move our arm so it looks more like a sketch around here. Yeah, around there. And probably I can rotate it just a little bit so it's a little bit more like that. There you go. And then probably want to finish my, I want to probably change this so it fits more the sketch. There you go. La 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 la. Are you using any external screen? Well, yeah, that's why I'm looking over here and also looking over here. Here, I'm using my laptop right here, and then what you are seeing, it's just another screen. It's a monitor. It's a Dell monitor, and yeah, it's kind of it's one of the cheaper ones on Amazon. Well, not that cheap. There are cheaper ones, but this one was like in the mid range. It wasn't one of those expensive ones, at least. Okay, cool. So we have this. Now we need this part to finish her shirt. So, and this is going to be the same color as this. So I'm just going to pretty much just do draw like around here and here and here. And this is just going to finish my, once I add color, it's going to make more sense. So, and I'm going to make it a little bit rounder, just around there, just so it looks like it follows this curve. Probably I can actually blend it with this, so I can just weld it. So I'm going to go ahead and actually weld this too. And oops, I should have not welded that way. Let me see if I can just put it with that anchor. Now it's good. This should, when they weld, it shouldn't create that weird path. And it did create that weird path, but we're going to remove it. Pressing minus, bow, goodbye, and goodbye. And now I'm going to press Shift C, and I'm going to do the same as before, and just like that. Look at that. Beautiful. Looks kind of weird, but it's okay. Don't worry, guys. It's all good. It's all gonna be okay. Okay. Okay, cool. So, oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. Okay, let's do the this part of the shirt. So, I'm going to press P, not V. I keep pressing V because I'm so used to Sketch now. No, P for pen, not V for vector. And then P again. And then I'm going to do this triangle. I'm going to do it around there. There you go. And then I'm going to move this node so these two actually get together. And I'm going to go to view as Command Y. Command Y, and that way I can make sure that everything's great. Yeah. Command Y allows me to actually go to view, and instead of seeing the colors, I only see like all the outlines. So it's pretty useful when you're working with vectors and you want the nodes to be pretty precise. Uh, okay, cool. So I didn't see Robert's comment, but it says message retracted. If anyone else saw it, you could have probably said what Robert said. No, I'm kidding. No, don't throw Robert under the bus. Okay, cool. So we have this. I kind of I feel like adding colors to this, but no. I'm going to contain myself. I'm going to finish the illustration, and then we add colors. Okay. So let's actually go ahead and finish this illustration. Come on, we can do this. I know we can. I know I can. This is kind of difficult and it's giving me a headache how to figure this out. So probably what I can do is see how this like gets into the actual phone and then comes out from the other side. So what we might have to do is create the shapes full first, like the phone full without it being cut, and also the rainbow create it full without it being cut, and then once we have that ready, then we can start cutting it so it looks good. Yeah, that's what we're going to do, and probably use some masking on the rainbow, and that way the rainbow is going to be on top of this. Yeah, I think that's what's going to be. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's start by doing our rainbow. I know you're going to tell me to use the blend tool for the rainbow, but I'm not going to do that. 'Cause I don't want to. I don't want to use no blend tool. There you go. Just like that. I'm going to make it a little bit taller. Just around there. There you go. It's looking good. And now I'm going to I'm realizing probably this is not the best way to do it. But anyway, let's see if it works. If it works, it works, and it will be awesome just by making this a little bit smaller. No, dude. Command V. No, Command C, Command Shift V. Oh, it's different here. And then like this, Command Shift, Command V, Command C, Command Shift V, Command C, Command Shift V, and nope, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I knew this was going to happen. But anyway, probably we can fix it. No. Illustrations versus UI UX. Which one pays more? Why not both? Depends on where you are at. If you're in New York, probably as an illustrator will be better. I don't know what I'm talking about. No, UI UX right now is more. There's more demand, so and you will probably get paid a little bit better as a UI UXer. Okay, hold on. So I'm realizing that it's not exactly what I wanted, so I'm going to go ahead and do the initial this guy again. So I'm going to I didn't want to use the blend tool, but I think I'm going to have to. And I didn't want to use the blend tool because I actually don't remember how to. But it should be easy, right? Just go to the blend tool and then say blend, and then it blends for you. Hold on. No, no, I didn't want that. Don't do that. No, stop it. Where's the blend tool? I forgot. It's you're here to learn, and then you realize that I don't know anything. Where's the blend tool? Come on, guys. Come on, give me a break. There you go, idiot. So okay, so W, and then say these two. Yes. There you go. So I'm going to go to blend options. So blend, no, blend, blend, blend options. There you go. This is the one I want. So where is it? Where do I change the properties? Oh, is it over here? Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. Please tell me, someone tell me, where do I change the blend steps? God damn it. Dude, please. Oh, hold on. I selected top menu bar. I don't think it's at the top menu bar, my friend. Where is it? Is this here? Oh my God, I'm sure you. Where are the steps? Where are the freaking steps? Tell me. No, not this. Please, somebody tell me where. Double click the blend tool icon. Okay, yo, where's the W? Where's the blend tool? Oh my God, there you go. And oh, specified steps. I forgot about that. I'm sorry. I was using smooth. Okay, so we need one, two, three. Three. Let's preview it. I know. I'm sure you guys are like, what the hell, Pablo? There you go. Three steps. So for those that missed it, it's in the blend tool. The thing is that I had it in smooth color, so it wasn't giving me the steps, and I was like going crazy. But no, it's in actually specified steps, and that's how you do it. And I'm sorry about that. Okay, so we have these guys. Now, that's good. That's great. Now I actually want to release the blend. So how do I release the blend? I just ungroup, right? Command Shift G, and then this guy is not a. It is still a blend. How do I release the blend? Somebody tell me how to release the blend. Oh my God! I thought it was Command Shift G. Command Shift G, and then it releases the blend. And it's not doing it. It did expand. Oh, yes. Oh man. Thank you guys. Thank you for helping me. Yeah, expand the whole thing. Okay, there you go. So now we have all of these elements are they're not a blend anymore, and I can just change the color of it. So I have this guy is a different color, this is a different layer, and I can just ungroup them until all of them are its separate layer. Thank you so much for the expand appearance. Okay, so we have all of this. Again, haven't used I haven't used Illustrator in a long time. It's driving me crazy, but it's good because it's good that I'm doing this because it keeps me on top of my game. And with your help, it's even better. Okay, so I have this. These are going to be the little clouds. I'm going to do the same over here with just some circles. So I'm just going to put it like this, just like that. Those are going to be the circles on top of my rainbow. And okay, so we have our rainbow. I'm probably going to mask it later. I'm going to just group it for now, but I'm going to create a mask here so I only show this of the rainbow. Probably, and then I'm going to put the circles on top of it, and then the circles are going to be, probably the circles I can just like right now edit them by just adding a couple of vectors here, and then I can just delete the other vectors, just like that. And that way I only have this shape. I'm going to do the same over here. I started with a circle, and then started with a circle. Now we're here. Sorry for that joke. I know it's not funny. Then there you go. So now we have that. We have the clouds there, and then I'm going to do the same over here. I'm going to double click, and once I'm here, I'm going to press plus, just like that, and then plus another vector here, and then I delete the ones that I don't need, just like that. And then I'm going to do the same with this guy. So I'm going to double click just so I'm here and I'm not editing something else. Here plus, another plus here, and then I edit all of the different nodes that I don't need. Okay, so there you go. We have it. We have our clouds. Now let's do our phone. And yeah, sorry, yes, Bruce, I am sincere, but I also asking for your help, and I'm so glad that I have you guys here to help me. Thank you so much. You must be like, what the hell, man? I thought you were a good illustrator. Anyway, Cool. So let's go ahead and do or draw our little phone. So I could do it just with rectangles, or I could just like draw it by hand. I think I'm going to do rectangles. So here on Illustrator, instead of R, you press M to draw a rectangle. The cool thing is that I'm going to be able to actually. No, again, it's one of those times there. Actually, just drawing it would be better. I'm just going to draw it. Just going to go ahead and put it just like that. Yeah, this is way easier because the if I draw a rectangle, I'm going to have to rotate it and make it perfect. And here I just put the nodes and then it's there. Then it's there. I can probably just like not follow my sketch exactly because my sketch is kind of like all over the place. So yeah, around there. Around there is good. Probably move these two nodes. So the spacing between these two, this spacing is almost the same. So around there it should be good. And it still feels like it has some perspective. And the cool thing too is that I can add, even when they're just like vector shapes, like random vector shapes, I can still add rounded corners to them. So I can just go ahead and just like select them and then add some rounded corners to them. And I'm going to do the same with this, where I'm going to select all of these. I'm going to make them, I suppose, a little bit rounder. There you go. A little bit rounder. Perfect. Perfect. I said I was not going to do that anymore, and I did it. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so now our shadow. I'm going to press press A, and then I'm just going to use this node over here and just going to move it like that, and just like that. Now it looks good. And then over here, I'm going to move this one over here, and then just a little bit. Perfect. See, I didn't do the Street Fighter perfect joke anymore. Okay, cool. So we have the shape of our phone. Let's add some circles. On that one, I'm not going to draw circles. I'm just going to use the ellipse tool. I'm not a crazy person. Just going to add the home button. Actually going to make this a little bit bigger. So I'm going to double click. Oh man, now they're nodes. Oof. This is something that actually Sketch makes a little bit better, where the nodes, the vectors on the actual corners, they keep it, but here it turns them into nodes. Okay, cool. So now it's there. Now let's do the camera thingy. So I'm going to press L because that's a circle. That's the ellipse tool. L, I suppose, for ellipse. Ellipse. Get it? So weird. And now M for rectangle, and I'm going to do the other part of the camera. And this one I'm going to rotate it just a little bit. Just a little bit. There you go. That's looking good. Just around there. Boom. And then on my sketch, I actually made the phone have like this rounded sides. I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep it just like that because it's too soft, you know. I think like that is good. Okay, cool. So we have this. Now let's go ahead and I'm going to actually blend these two. I'm going to what do you call this? Minus. So, what? No. How do you minus this? Dude, they're intersecting. What are you talking about? It's two intersecting paths. Intersect. Do I have to expand this guy? Expand, yes, everything. Oh no, I didn't want to expand. I'm realizing I expanded the stroke. No. No. So expand. Expand, 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 expand. I don't want to expand the stroke, my friend. There you go. And now let's see if it works. It's not working. The original sketch has life to it. The rounded rectangular version doesn't have the same life. Looks more CG-ish. Cheers. Okay, Wombles, you convinced me. Mr. W. Oh, is that the problem that they have to be fills? Let's see if that actually makes the trick. So I'm going to change this to fills, both of them. Going to move this below, and let's see if that. Oh my God, Benjamin, you were right. Yes, so they have to be fills so I can actually do that. So whenever that happened to me, I was so like, what is going on? Why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? Why? Why, Lisa? Any fans of the room here? That's a line from the room. You guys must be like, what the hell are you talking about? Thank you, Benjamin. That was a great tip. I forgot about that. And when I say I forgot about that, I actually didn't know that. So thank you for teaching me that. Yeah, so I'm doing the shadow. The shadow is going to be around there. And there you go. So it's below the actual case. And then I'm going to add another layer here. This is going to be the actual, and I'm going to follow also uh, Womble's Womble's advice, and I'm going to add the rounded uh, corners here. And now it looks weird here, but it's okay. We're gonna fix it. But yeah, okay, Wumbles, you won. You got this one. So so yeah, it's going to be a little bit crazy. Probably I'm going to need to redo the shadow if I need to add the rounded corners. Yeah, I'm going to need to redo the shadow. Anyway, it's okay. We can do that again. It's so good. So good, my friends. Nothing happens. We're there. Let's move this guy over here and let's add some just around there. There you go. Now it doesn't look all weird. And now let's add rounded sides over here too. But now this rounded corners make it weird. So I need to make them just like this. And probably the same here. Make them symmetric. And then once they're symmetric, I can start editing them just like that. And now it has like some, undo the bevels, then do the rounded corners, undo the bevels. Oh, I see what was going on. You're right, Ankit. You're right. Once I turned them into fills, it was actually I moved the layers. So that was what's going on. The top layer was being is it was behind the one that was supposed to cut this guy was actually below it. So Illustrator was kind of confused, saying like, "What the hell do you want to do, my friend?" And yeah. So anyway, I think you're going to hate me, my friends. You're going to hate me because I think I'm going to do it again. I'm going to keep this over here and I'm actually going to redraw this because it's crazy. I need to redo it again. So what I'm going to do is actually once I have this, now I can just do these curves easier, way easier. I can just go ahead and make them just like that. And then I can add rounded corners over here in a little bit. And I think that's what Benjamin was saying. I don't know if that's what he was saying, but I'm just realizing I'm just going to go crazy trying to make the other piece work. And here, look at that. Is now it's working. Now it's easy. No, I didn't want that. There you go. So I move this, and now I can just make the rounded corners of it. So go ahead and make the rounded corners of it, just like that. And let's do the same here. Let's do the same over here. And there you go. Now it has the rounded corners and it also has the rounded edges around it. So yeah, and yes, it has a ton of points because it has points here and it has a point over here, it has a point over here, but at least we don't have a point in the middle, so that's good. And I'm going to duplicate this, and then so I can do the same for this, and probably it's not going to work. Probably have to redraw it again. Let's see if it, oh no, 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 no. I almost did it again. Command C, Command Shift V. Oh man, I forget that that's not possible. Anyway, cool. So there you go. Let's see if it works. Let's see if I can just reuse that same shape. I think it's kind of working. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I like it. Okay, cool. So, okay, we have it again. We have it again. We had to draw it again, but I think it's way better. So Wumbles told me, no, do it again. And I said, okay, Wumbles, I'll do it again. If you want it again, I'll do it again. Wumbles is my boss tonight. Okay, so let's make the shadow. Again, let me just zoom in so I can actually Command Y and actually see what's going on here. And that's not working. Yes, of course, Command Y. Command Y didn't work. I'm not following a grid. Okay, so let's do the same over here. So our shadow is good. There you go. Now it's a smooth criminal. Okay. Whew. Okay. We have our shadow. Now let's do this part of the shadow. We can just Wumbles. Excelento. Excelento to you, my friend, too. Thank you for telling me. I actually like it. I actually appreciate putting me on my place and tell me, no, don't go the easy way. Make it a little bit harder. You know? There you go. Cool. Now we do our shadow here. I'm going to make it a little bit less thicker over here. There you go. Okay, so it's looking super messy right now, but once we add color, everything is going to take shape. Let's add a background to this. So I'm just going to go ahead and just press P, and then I'm going to draw a rectangle here, and this is going to be our background in the on the actual phone. Later, I'm going to just put it below all of these layers. Okay, so we have all of that. Let's do our little thingies here, our little clouds. So I'm just going to actually draw this. So no, actually circles. It's just the circles, right? L for ellipse. Let's see around there. Yeah, that's easier. This moment, the ellipse is actually easier. There you go. Then this one over here, just like that. Then probably we can add another one over here. Why not? Let's add more clouds. The doctor recommended more clouds. Around there, and then a little cloud here, a little piece of the cloud. I feel like Bob Ross drawing clouds right now, but with vectors. It's a happy little cloud. There you go. Okay, and also we have another cloud over here, so let's actually draw it over here. Just a cloud. Okay, se te salió el español. Yes, sometimes I cannot contain my Spanish, and I'm sorry. Okay, cool. So, yeah, we've been here for an hour, my friends. Wow. By the way, this is getting a little bit crazy. It's so hot. So, taking away the wig, and see, you can see my little hair here. I have a bun, a man bun. Okay, guys, we're almost finished. We have all our vectors, almost all of our vectors. I'm going to delete this. We have all of this. Now, I think what's next is some little details. So over here, for example, we want to have a little piece of a cloud here, another piece of a cloud here. So I'm going to, oops, sorry. Just going to rotate this so it's like that. There you go. Look at that. So pretty. So pretty. let's do it. Oh, let's try to duplicate these two, and then let's use the trick that you guys taught me. So right click, transform, reflect, and then vertical reflect. There you go. We're good. And then just try to put them over here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just just follow the sketch a little bit. There you go. Perfect. Thank you so much. I bought Overwatch on Amazon for $10, and I don't know if I'm being scammed or not. Uh, oh, my friend, unprotected edge sign. I think you might. I don't know, man. You have to tell us later if you were scammed or not. Hopefully, you were not. Okay, so this part, we can do it with basic shapes or we can draw it. You get to choose. How are we doing? Let's do one drawing it, and then let's do another one with basic shapes. So to make it with basic shapes, we can do it in many ways. So we can do it with circles, where we have multiple circles, and then these circles are going to just do the shape in the middle by just probably drawing a rectangle. Let's do a rectangle. Sorry, M for make. I guess I don't know what it is. Center and then center over here, and then that way I can say tres cuatro, and then I'm going to say that this cuts this. Goodbye, and then this cuts this. Goodbye, and then just make sure that it's on top, and then these two cut this, and then we have our little star. That was one way of doing it. Another way of doing it could have been making an actual rectangle first, and then just rotating it. So just like that, and then I actually don't know how. I mean, other than just doing this, la la la, la la la. It is not perfect, but like Roberto was saying, or who was it? That it's alive. It has its own thing. So that's another way of doing it, just by being messy. So I actually kind of like the messy part of it. So anyway, I'm actually going to just redraw it on top of my sketch because I really like my sketch. So I'm going to just bow, 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 and then Shift C, and then I can just do this. Look at that. How pretty. I love when that I'm able to do this in Illustrator. This is like one of the coolest things. So, okay, so that's one way. I actually not liking it now that it's vector. I think it needs like rounded corners or something. So I'm going to add some rounded corners to it. There you go. It looks so weird. And my sketch will look good, but now in vector it looks kind of weird. Let's keep the perfect one over here, and then I'm going to do the same with all of these vectors. I'm going to add rounded corners. So look at that. Oh, I didn't add rounded corners to this one apparently. There you go. Pretty. Okay, so let's see. About Overwatch, Messi is good. Messi is real. Wumbles. Wumbles is a pun rocker. I'm liking Wumbles, and I'm following Wumbles' advice right now. Um, yeah, so, oh, god damn it. Sorry, guys. Press A. I'm going to make it around there. Around there. It's looking good. There you go. So we have a perfect one, and then we have the messy one. And then let's duplicate this one over here. And then let's do all of these little guys over here. Just pressing P. La 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 la. And then pressing P again. La 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 la. Making our crosses. It shouldn't be this long, so I'm just going to make it just like that. I'm going to move this. I know this part is boring. You're like, why don't you just do it easier, Pablo? Okay, have that one. Going to actually duplicate it over here. Going to rotate it a little bit. Oh my god. Oh my god, I hate it when it does that. There you go. It has to be that it's specific pixel point where it starts rotating. I'm just going to duplicate these two guys over here. Let's add some circles, L. That way I can add circles here. Let's add another circle here, make it a little bit smaller. And let's add more circles over here. Just duplicating them and then move them around. Then this guy over here, let's add our unperfect star over here. Just so it looks nice. It's a little brother. There you go. And let's flip this one. Let's use old school Pablo transform. Transform and then flip horizontal. There you go. That's what I want. See, that's what I was confusing. Here, see this. Here, for flipping, it says flip horizontal, right? Transform, flip horizontal, and then it flips this like this, right? And then, but over here, right click, transform, reflect. And then here, to do the same thing that Illustrator was calling horizontal, here they call it vertical. And that's confusing. And I know, well, over here is reflect, so it reflects vertical. Whoa, no. Make a choice. Decide on one, Illustrator. God damn it. Anyway, there you go. Sorry. I'm sorry about that. Okay, cool. So we have all of that. Oh, we get to add color now. Oh, no, we're missing something, my friends. We're missing this little piece. This little piece here. Let's just draw it real quickly. Just press P and let's put it, should we put it on top of the hair or should we put it on the bottom? I think on top of the hair will look nice. Just like that. Just like that. And I think I'm going to move this a little bit. Let's make it a little bit thinner. There you go. Yes, I know the argument that one is the semantics are different, but it is confusing for someone that is just like, I just want to move it, dude. I just want to reflect it, flip it, whatever you want to call it. You know? Come on, Adobe. Okay, cool. We have that. Probably I'm gonna make it smaller later once it has color. Okay, cool. So we're ready. Everything is good. Everything is vector now. So now I can start adding color. And I'm going to keep this and I'm going to duplicate it over here. That way I can just add color over here. And that way we don't lose this guy. Okay? So, oh my God. Okay. Let's start by first things first, let's do all the strokes the same width. So I'm going to make them actually 1 point over here. I'm selecting all these guys and just pressing 1 point. I'm going to remove the stroke later anyway, but for now I just want it to be the same. So let's add fills to this guys. Let's add the fill to the actual hair. Let's add a fill to the face to the skin color. Let's use shades of blue for right now, and we'll add some shades of some colors later. Then this guy, press Command Y, and these guys should actually be. Let's put these guys all the way to the top. Command Shift all the way to the top, and then I want them to cut this shape. So I didn't do that before. So I'm just going to go to the Pathfinder and then minus, and now it's one single shape. So please save the file. Oh my God, Amit, you are totally right. I should be saving this. Imagine that. Oh my God, that would be the worst. Okay, so I'm going to call it illustration rainbow. Oh man. That would have been the worst if just like crashed. Rainbow illustration. Thank you, Amit, for reminding me to save my file. Oh man, that would have been the worst. Okay, cool. So now this is shape Command Y, and I'm going to add a fill to it. And let's add, mm, 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 mm. let's actually add a really light color to the glasses. I'm going to remove the actual color of the what do I call this? Of the stroke for now. And then these guys, they should all be 2 points, around 2 points, and I'm going to make the stroke rounded corners, just like that. And then there you go. Look at that. She's so pretty. Or he could be a boy too, right? It could be a boy with long hair. Could be a boy that identifies as a girl. Then it's not a boy, I guess, because anyway, I don't want to get into that. But you know what I'm saying. She will decide. She decides what she wants to be, or he decides. Oh my God, I'm getting into some these kind of arguments, and I don't want to get into those. Okay, cool. So just like that, we have. Oh my God, it's looking good. Let's make the nose. Let's make the nose white. I don't know, white. You're going to say white, white. I'm going to say why not? Okay, the nose is white. Let's put it all the way to the top. Then let's make this also 2 points and also rounded corners, rounded stroke everywhere. And let's make it, let's keep that color. Later, if we need to change it, we can change it. For now, I'm liking that color. Okay, this guy is going to be white, no stroke. I'm going to remove the stroke later. And then this guy should be what color should be the shirt? Probably this blue. Let's put it all the way to the bottom. Oh man, I keep using the keyboard shortcuts from Sketch. Oh my God, I was doing it again. I was trying to rearrange this element, and I keep forgetting that it's different from Sketch. Okay, there you go. Command Shift and then that other thing. Okay, let's add a color. Press Y and then the same color as the face. No, there you go. And then just like that. And I'm realizing that I actually like the hands being on top of the sweater. So I'm going to make that change. I actually want, I like that. I like it like this, like rounded like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like this. I like this a lot. Happy accidents sometimes happen. There you go. And then round it over here. Let's do the same over here. Shift C, make it rounded over here, and then I'm going to make this also rounded over here. And look at that. It looks like the hand is coming out of the sweater. So pretty, so cool. Oh, this is so exciting. It's looking so good, guys. So cool. Okay, so let's fix this. Let's press plus, and then I'm going to move this node over here. Shift C. Oh man. Oof. You guys must be Pablo, Pablo, Pablo. It's like when I suppose it's like when your brother or someone else is playing a game, and then you see them make mistakes, and then you're like, "Don't do it like that. Do it like this. No, go to the left. Don't go to the right." You must be like that, like screaming at your screen right now at me with all the decisions that I'm making. Like, Pablo, stop doing that. No. Hopefully, it's not too annoying, my friends. Okay, you can yell on the comment section too. You forgot the share button. I forgot the share button. You're right. Okay, that was a nice element. You're right. Let's add a circle here. There you go. Let's add a fill, white fill, and let's get rid of the. Oh come on, this pixel is so small. This tool is so small. If there's something I hate, is not affordable buttons. Okay, let's do the same with this. Goodbye, and then switch it. There you go. And then we need to add. what should we do this? Should we just do the, yeah, just like that. I'm being lazy, I know. I should have done something different there. But there you go. Okay. There you go. It's looking good. Now let's remove, well, we'll remove the strokes later. Okay. I think the color of this could be different. Let's test like a dark color. No, but then she's too nerdy. No, just like that. I actually like it like that. She looks cool as hell. We'll add some shadows. That way we'll give some contrast here in a little bit. Let's keep adding colors. So let's make our phone, the face of the phone is going to be probably a light gray, this gray. Apparently I haven't cut it, so I'm going to put this guy all the way to the top, and this guy should cut this. So I'm going to go to my Pathfinder. I'm going to say minus, and there you go. Ooh! It's looking good. It's looking good. Um, let's change the color of this to probably a darker color. Realize that it's, let's move it. There you go. I want to move it, move it. I want to move it, move it. I want to move it, move it. I want to move it. You want to move it, move it. I want to move it, move it. Okay, let's the shadow of, sorry, the side of the phone. Let's bring it below the other one. There you go. Now this guy should be the same color as this, just like that. Okay, it's starting to look good. What else? What else should we do? This is looking weird. This curve is not making sense. So let me add some points here. This curve should be a little bit more like this, or no, or no. Am I imagining things? I mean, to be honest, it should actually be just like this. I mean, if we actually want to follow the perspective of the whole phone. So we want to add another point and then move this guy over here. Okay, let's keep it like that. If it doesn't work, if it's looking weird later with more colors and once we remove the strokes, if it's still looking weird, I'll probably do something about it. You know what I'm realizing is that it needs around the corner here. There you go. It should look good. If not, I can probably change the shade of this color versus this color. Probably this should be darker and this should be lighter. But I'll do it later, and only if it's necessary. And if it's necessary, then I'll do the same here too, where this part of the shade is darker and this one is lighter. I think it will need that. It will totally need that. I should just change it. I should just like give up and just do it. Not be lazy. I know. I know. That's what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to create another shape that is just going to intersect with the other one. I know. You must be like, what the hell? Command C, Command Shift V, and now I'm going to intersect these two. There you go. Now I have my shadow. I'm going to go below, and now this could be a darker color. Let me remove the actual strokes so you can see the effect. And I'm realizing apparently I put the same color as the shadow. So probably this should be a dark. No, dude, stop. Stop. Don't add strokes, add fills. There you go. So now you can see the effect. It's kind of weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. Probably we need another shade, just a darker, a little bit darker shade of this. Probably more saturated. No, no, let's just go darker, just a little bit darker around here. No, no, even darker, just a little bit darker. I know, you're probably hating me right now, guys. How much do you hate me? Hopefully not a lot. Okay, just a little bit more. There you go. Okay, cool. And then this guy, let's do the same here. This is one of those things that you don't realize until you start adding color. And then probably is not as necessary. Probably we can remove it later, but for now, let's just keep it. Something's going on here. Okay, I'll fix it. I'll see what the hell's going on. And oh, it already, no, it already has a color. So Command C, Command Shift V, and then I'm going to intersect this two. What is this? Oh, I think I moved it. Is that what happened? What the hell? I think I moved my shape somehow. Probably moved it like a couple of pixels. Okay, there you go. So now and then I copy this color, I put it below that thing, and there you go. Okay, it's looking good. Now let's remove this stroke, just so it doesn't look as bad. Okay, so Command Y, let's bring this and this to the top. Command Shift right. Command Y again, and then let's remove the stroke and let's add a fill. Probably a darker color. I'm realizing these are not ordered in colors of shade. God damn it. Anyway, I'll come back. I'll come back and fix it. No, it's actually looking good. I like it. Okay, cool. So we have this. Let's move this below. There you go. Now let's add colors to our rainbow. So I'm actually going to use the secondary colors of the rainbow. Well, the secondary colors that I was given to work with in this rainbow. So I'm going to go ahead and I wish Illustrator didn't open this freaking window for me. It's so weird that it opens it. Okay, so whew, how am I going to do this? This is going to be, so yeah, I suppose Command C, Command Shift V, and then this one and this one, they get, I cut it, and then Command C, Command Shift V. No, not that one. Anyway, I'll probably just use this one. Command C, Command Shift V. I'm going to tell you what the hell I'm doing in a little bit. The thing is that right now, the circles, if I add colors to them, they're going to add color here too because they're not a stroke right now. They're not only that I don't know that specific color. Like if I add color to this to the fill, it's going to make all of this. And when I only wanted that stripe to be the color, so I need to cut it. I need to add a circle and cut it. So I'm going to just use this for all of my circles to actually cut the rest of the colors. So I'm going to Command C, and then this guy over here, and this guy over here, I'm going to say that they get cut, and now I can add a color. Let's actually start adding color so we can see the effect of what we're doing. So now that I add a color to it, let's add another color to this, different color to this one. Fun fact, it's really hard for me to distinguish between the color of this one and this one. For me, they look the same. I'm colorblind, so these colors are just the same. Well, if I put them next to each other, I can see the difference in shade. But I honestly, without looking at a color wheel, from these two colors, I don't know which one is green, and I know one of them is green and which one is yellow. I know one of them is yellowish, oranges, something, but I am unable to know which one is which. I need to see it on the color wheel. Anyway, fun fact of the day. Okay, I paste this guy again, and then I cut it, and then I'm going to use the other color, which was no, just like that. There you go. Let's bring it below the other ones, and then let's use this one. I suppose I'm going to use the blue. Oh fuck, I forgot to. Come on, see. There you go. Let's cut it, and then let's use the primary blue. There you go. We created our little rainbow. Okay, which color is this? Okay, this is green. So this is green. That means that it should start with mm, this should be the green one. This should be the green one. The first one should be the yellow. So I suppose this is a yellow one. No, the first one should be the reddish. And I suppose this is red. Yeah, this is reddish. And then this is orange, and then green, and then blue. That's how the rainbow goes. So there you go. We have it. And we have it. Now we have to create a mask so we only see this part of the rainbow. And before doing that, I'm going to go and see if you guys have any questions. Let me just group this real quick. And then let's say that it doesn't have any strokes. Okay, questions? You forgot the shirt button. What is the shortcut to bring layer to top? Yeah, to bring layers to top is Command Shift. Well, Command and then the brackets, left bracket and right bracket. Left bracket brings it down, right bracket brings it up. And if you want to put it all the way to the top or all the way to the bottom, then you use Command Shift left bracket, Command Shift right bracket to put it all the way to the bottom, to the top. Does that make sense? Look it up. You can Google it and you'll find it too. Okay, that was mean. I didn't mean it that way. I mean, like, if you didn't understand it, Google it, then you will find it too. Okay, let's. Oh my God, this is so annoying that it keeps coming up. I close it and then it comes up. If anyone knows how to, look, I'm going to select and I'm going to add a color to it. Oh, I don't know. Just randomly that pop-up appears. Okay, so what do we need to do? Okay, so live paint tools. I actually don't know how to use them, my friend, and I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's bring this guy all the way down, and now I can add colors to this and to this. This should be white and no stroke. Goodbye, stroke. Oh, actually, I did like the stroke. That way I can actually have these two guys can be a stroke too. And right now it looks like crap, but we are going to add a mask our rainbow, and that way we won't be able to see these parts of the half circles. Okay, there you go. And now let's add a mask. So I'm going to press P to actually just draw. No, dude, P. And I'm just going to create a mask over here that goes here, and then over here it masks here, and then here. No, why would you do that, Illustrator? I don't want to do that. Sometimes you're smart and sometimes you are really dumb, Illustrator. There you go. We create our mask. So I select this and then press Command 7. And there you go. We have our mask ready to go. What the hell is this? Oh, it's just a circle that I'm not using. Okay, let's. There you go. We have our rainbow in a mask. Let's put these circles all the way to the top. What the hell is going on? Okay, sorry. Yeah, this circle should be all the way to the top. This one is already on top of my rainbow. This one is on top. Let's put this all the way to the top. There you go. Look at that. It's looking so nice, right? Okay, let's put this part of our phone on top of the rainbow. So to do that, we need to duplicate this. I'm going to duplicate this guy. Well, first of all, I'm going to group it. La la la. How should I group it? Yeah, all of this is one. Oh, come on. All of this. No, don't do that. All of this is its own group. Sorry. Uh, let me. Oh no. Oh, it should also have the little these guys too, and this guy too. So this one is its own group, the whole phone, and I'm going to duplicate it. No, dude. Command C, Command Shift V, and then I'm going to remove the elements that I don't need. All of this I don't need. I mean, I could just keep it, I guess. Oh, I don't need the background because I already have a background over there. I don't need. This should actually be. no, dude, what? This this should actually be only this part. You're going to see what's going on in a minute, my friends. Oh man, no, sorry. Okay, there you go. There you go. I want this point over here. And that way we can see this part too. And now I only this part I can now I'm able to mask only this. So I'm going to create a layer. I'm going to press P. I'm going to mask this part. La 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 la. Christmas is here, my friends. So okay, I have this. Command 7, and now it's masked. Look at that. Look at. Oh, we did it. So good. God damn it, we're good. Oh my God, what happened here? Oh, okay, apparently a glitch. Let's save this. Gotta thank you. Cool. Okay. Oh my God, isn't this exciting when things start like looking like what they should look like? It's so cool. Okay, so let's add colors to our little details over here. So, mm, 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 mm. Okay, who can tell me which song is that? Who can tell me for it's from a movie. That's the clue. Now you have to tell me which movie it is. Oh, you're right. So the bottom of the font is missing some things, and I think it's just because the actual the mask shouldn't be on top of this. So I can just move the mask, and that way it's there. There you go. Right? That's good, right? Um, the phone isn't showing properly. Bottom of the phone. Indiana Jones. I like that you put Jones, Joans. I love it. Indiana Jones, Super Gamer Channel. You got it. That's Indiana Jones. I'm gonna do kind of. This is another one. Uh, uh, another movie. Another movie. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my God. Okay, if I remember, I'll sing it. Well, an easy one. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. That's easy. Come on, guys. Dun. But you have to say specifically for which character this song is of that movie, because I'm pretty sure you will know the movie. You have to tell me which character it is. Star Wars, yes, it's a Star Wars, but for what character is that song? Dun 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 dun. I'm obviously just like butchering the song. Three, 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 three. I'm going to change the opacity of this. Instead of 100%, I'm going to go to 50%. Um, Spaceballs, Darth Vader. Yeah, Spaceballs. That's what it is. uh, uh, Did you know that supposedly George Lucas gave them the rights to you to do Spaceballs? Like, if George Lucas could keep any merchandising rights. That was the deal of how Spaceball was allowed to happen, because George Lucas said, as long as you give me the merchandising rights, you're good. And I don't know if they actually made any merchandise on Spaceballs, but that was supposedly the deal. Or probably it's just some a rumor that is not true that I read on the internets, and you can tell me if it is or if it's not. Let's change the opacity of this to 20%. All these little elements are just like close. Look at that. I want to change the, oh my God, this element. to be, these elements should be a stroke of 2 points. So, oh man, come on, just give me the elements. Oh, I hate it when this happens. There you go. Okay, change it to 2 points. And the stroke is all, let's add rounded corners to the strokes. Let's do the same over here. Let's hide this one a little bit more. Oh man, I hate it when that happens. Command Y, that's what's going on. That's how we're going to get exactly the elements that we need. And I press Command Y again, and now I can go ahead and say this is 2 points, and it's going to be rounded corners. Mi querido paisano, soy de México. Llevo casi 2 años y medio en Australia. Trabajo como diseñador. Muy cabrón al ver tus videos y ver el cariño. Muchas gracias, Armando. Thank you so much, Armando. That is really sweet. And it must be awesome to be over there. And oh, I'm realizing. Oh, dude, I put this pad. Command X. This pad should have been below, not inside the mask. So that's what was going on. That's what was going on. So this guy should be, sorry, so weird. It's 2 points. There you go. Now it's good. And all these clouds shouldn't have actual strokes. So let me just remove the strokes of them. By the way, if you have any questions, please just ask on the comments. It's really nice to see other people from different parts of the country, different countries all over the place. It's so nice. I'm actually going to just select all of these elements, and I'm going to say that none of these elements have strokes. There you go. There you go. And this should actually, there you go. It shouldn't be on top of that. There you go. There you go. It's looking good. It's looking so nice. It's looking awesome. I'm loving it. Okay, cool. So this is how we had it. Let me just put the sketch next to it. Downloads, 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 downloads. No, that's not it. Downloads, 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 downloads. This was my sketch. Look at that sketch. Let's just put it next to it. This is what my sketch looked like. On my sketch, he had like a skin color of the skin, but for this illustration, probably I'll fix the colors later on her skin. Oh, something that we're missing. This needs to be grays, like grayscales on the left, and then colors on the right. Remember, it's just like it's like a wireframe, and then it turns into reality. So I need to duplicate this guy. I'm going to actually duplicate it. No, Command C, Command Shift V. God damn it, Illustrator. Just allow me to press Command V and then duplicate it, guy. Come on. Come on, my friend. Okay, so no. No. That's not what I wanted. So this guy should be below the other one. And this guy, so this mask should actually, I'm going to edit the mask of it. And the mask of this should be over here. Because that way, we get to see the colors on the right side and the grayscale on the left side. So these guys, now I can change the colors of them to, let's change the colors to, just to see if it's working. Yes, there you go. So let's change it to, yeah, like that. And then this one also like that. And then I'm going to start adding colors. Oh, you know what? What we could do? Let's see if it works. I know you can do this on Photoshop. Command Shift U. No, it didn't work. I was excited to try it out. Command Shift U on Photoshop usually just like desaturates all the colors. you know what? There's another way to actually desaturate. So over here, I can go to edit and then edit the saturation of it. So I'm going to go and unsaturate them, and it kind of unsaturates them, but nah, I'm just going to do it manually. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and then just change the color, use this as my base, and then I'm going to keep this one a little bit darker. So around here, and then this one I'm going to keep it the same, the yellow one, and then this one is going to be a little bit darker too. And then the last one is going to be a little bit darker more. So now it looks like grayscale on the left and then colors on the right. And probably I can lighten these colors. I can just like go ahead and use that same thing, but like go ahead and lighten them a little bit. So over here, I'm going to say that, there you go. See how they are a little bit lighter, and also I'm going to desaturate them. Oh, am I editing the brightness now? Oh, I'm editing the brightness. No, 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 no. So a little bit brighter. There you go. And then desaturate it all the way to the left. And look at that. Now they're grayscale. But I don't want them to be too unsaturated. Around there. There you go. So it's we could probably have the same effect if instead of colors they are outlines. But for now, let's just keep it like this. Um, Probably also this could be a little bit more rounded. Let's see if we can actually uh, 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 do that. I'm going to keep this over here, and then I'm going to remove this guy over here, and then that way it'll look a little bit more natural. There you go. There you go. Now it looks a little bit more natural. Uh, okay, so that's it. I think we have it ready. Let me just copy all of this. And am I missing anything else? Oh, apparently these guys shouldn't have strokes. I'm not going to do shadowing for now. That's something that I'm going to do later, but for this video, I'm just going to keep the shadowing out of it. Just going to remove all the strokes where there shouldn't be strokes. Should be just flat. Probably these two have strokes too. So just select them, remove the strokes, and that's it. Again, I could add shadowing here. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm a little bit tired, to be honest, and I'm pretty sure you guys are tired too. Um, Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here with me. It means a lot to me. Um, thank you so much for helping me when I was stuck. That was actually really helpful, and I appreciate it a lot. Let's change the opacity of this. Let's go to 20%, just like so. She has like little red, like, I don't know. Oh, apparently it's group. Uh, I wished Illustrator was like sketching sometimes. Okay, so now I can put it behind. Come on, there you go. I can put this guy over here. Anyway, I'll fix that thing a little bit later. But there you go. We have our sketch here. I'm going to remove this over here. I'm going to hide this so we can actually compare one to the other. And if can somebody tell me, I don't want this panel to be appearing all the time. Please, somebody tell me how to always have it hidden. Anyway, left vectorize, right is the handmade sketch of it. It took me a little bit longer than it would usually take me. This would have been a little way faster, but I was doing it. I was talking to you and I was trying to explain my steps, so that actually took a little bit longer. So right now, ask me any questions. So if you have any questions, please tell me. Looks great. Okay. Can you teach us how to do some gradients and shading? I will for next one. I will do more shading stuff. You're right. For this specific illustration, I want it to be all flat. But for an illustration where I have shading, I will, yeah, I will I will make a video about it. That's cool. Um, I still feel like the colors could get a little bit more retouching, I'll do that later too. For now, just for the purpose of this video, again, thank you so much for being here with me. Let me just hold on. Let me change the opacity of this just so it's not as bright. There you go, a little more pastel. Thank you so much for being here with me. Let me just move the camera and me big. Thank you so much. Let me put my wig to say thank you. Hi. Muchas gracias. Thank you. It means a lot to me that you guys join me here. And I hope to do a little bit more of this whenever I have to do something. This is real work. This is actually something, there's a client behind this. So might as well just do a video about it, right, too, and just share my process. And that's it. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop recording. Bye bye. La la la. How do I stop this? How do I stop this? Stop streaming. Bye bye. Hey guys, if you're still there, let me just, I'm going to add a link to the illustration so you can actually download it and play around with it too. Uh, I'm going to remove all the things that are not needed. Um, anyway, you get the idea. Um, so again, object lock, unlock all. So I'm going to share on the comments a link to the actual illustration so you can download it and just play around with it. I think there were some questions about changing the colors and stuff, and that stuff you can actually do it. Let me just change here. To change the colors of it, you can just actually go back here to your color palette. And here on the color palette, you can just change the color of anything, and it will actually change the color of your illustration. So let's change the color of the hair. So if I change it here, I change it in, let's go to HSB because I prefer HSB. Let's make it a little bit brighter. And then see, it previews wherever I'm using that color, it's being changed. So I can make it darker, super dark, and you will be able to do that. So all of these colors, you change them, and then it will be changed. They will be changed on the illustration too, because I was using global colors. So I'll add a link. Just give me a couple of seconds, and I'll add it on the comments. And that's it. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. Now for reals.